Hey guys, I'm Denise.
And I'm Lindsay, and we're born this gay. Welcome, guys. Welcome back, or either welcome to. If this is your first time here on this channel, y'all go ahead and hit that like button down below.
Just get it
and
out of the way.
Subscribe to our channel
Right now.
Yeah, because we upload videos every week, guys, and we promise we don't want you guys to miss out on those. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and if it is your first time here, guys, what we're all about is we are a safe space for LGBTQ plus content. We're going to share stories with you guys. We want you guys to share your stories with us. And we're just here for make sure that no one feels alone, y'all.
Hey, that intro's getting better, I will
say.
Yeah.
I mean, how many takes now?
Yeah, episode 5, guys. Episode 5, yeah. But today we're going to talk to you about our favorite Dykons. Our favorite Dykons, our favorite lesbians, just everybody out. Well, actually, I'm even gonna cover some non-women gay idols. But yeah, no, stick around. We're gonna uncover all these celebrities that are out and proud.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So, but first we'll go ahead and backtrack a little bit. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update on our New Year's resolutions that we're trying to keep ourselves accountable for.
Yeah, and you guys are keeping us accountable, so I appreciate this podcast.
Yeah,
I gotta admit, I am doing horribly.
And it's like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I actually have to admit that I'm doing horribly. Yeah. Like, that's hard, and it makes me not want to do horribly.
Oh, yeah.
So thanks, y'all. I appreciate this. It's actually working.
You gotta admit, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So, no gym.
No, I can say as of, what's today? Tuesday? Wednesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. As of Sunday, so 2 days ago, I haven't felt any lower back pain.
Okay, good.
So we're definitely in the right direction. I thought I was gonna have to see my chiropractor again one more time before working out, but I think we're solid. I've been stretching. I've been drinking tons of water. Okay. So that was he said rest. Those 3 things, and I've been doing those. So I'm ready to get back to the gym because I miss my workout, buddy. Yeah. It's been rough.
Too. It's been bad. Yeah, because I haven't been back to the gym since. And I have a gym at work, so I should have easy access to a gym.
I have a gym where I hurt my back, but
yeah, you can't.
I have a gym where I live.
I've been waiting for you. So. But no, that's unfortunate. I haven't been back, and then wedding's pretty much same where it was last week. But my fiance's making progress with the bachelorette party.
Oh, don't I know that one. Hey. I'm going with her fiance and Sam's bridal party to Miami at the end of April.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's okay. Or at the beginning of April. It's the end of March. Isn't it?
Yeah, no, mine's the beginning of April. Yours is the end of April. I actually honestly don't know when.
Yeah, it is April 29th. That's what it is. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
mine's
it's
the
okay.
First week.
That's so I get a couple more weeks to get Beachbody.
Yeah. No, we gotta go hard at this point. If we're trying to hit it, that point, your diet needs to change. We need to get in the gym.
Oh, you know what? I actually got a really nice blender for Christmas, and I've been dying to learn some like juice recipes or like smoothie recipes. Yeah. So like, if you have any, or maybe if you guys have any out there that you guys want to pass my way, like I'm looking to maybe go on a little bit of a juice cleanse for a couple of days. I've done one before, but I paid for the juices when I can just make them myself with the stuff that I buy. So I just need recipes. I need safe recipes, preferably, please, like so I'm getting enough nutrients daily. And I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna look into doing some of that.
Nice. I will say I used to get smoothies all the time, but they were snacks. That was my grandma's thing. She used to just throw some, instead of the chocolate milk for chocolate milk, the powder, she would just throw that with some milk, actually not. I threw that in some bananas and then ice and then throw that in.
Oh, nice.
Bam, done. Yeah. My little grandma. But no, good. All right. So in the meal preps.
It had to get put on kind of I didn't get as much of a head start on it as I wanted to. For those of y'all who aren't watching in the DFW area, we had a bit of a winter storm, like one day. I say one day. I'm not originally from Texas, so I kind of laugh whenever it comes to these one-day winter storms. But
everything shuts down.
Like, we're not kidding when I say everything shuts down. Like, you can't even go to the gas station. No, it's closed.
Yeah, no one's going to work that day.
Walmart's closed. You can't go anywhere.
We're all home. We're all afraid to get on the road. We all don't want to deal with the ice. Although now that I think about it, someone did give me some really good advice, and they're like, next time there's an ice storm, and I've been meaning to do this and I've yet to do it, and they're like, if you want to practice, just next time there's a lot of ice, just make it to an empty parking lot
and just drive,
and then just start driving. And then like they're like, no matter if you slide, you're just sliding in an empty parking lot, you're fine.
Just don't get too close to the pole.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good advice, and I haven't taken it yet. I should have taken it.
You had the perfect opportunity 5 days ago. You know, 5 days ago we were frozen, like solid ice on the ground. It was 69 degrees today. I sweat when I walked outside my apartment.
That's true.
I can't stand Texas.
That's true.
What does that say? Like, if you don't like the weather, stick around. It'll change, because it does. Like in 2 seconds. Yeah, it's wild. No,
we go from it. I love it because it's always but cold in a Halloween day. Like all the other rest of October is hot as hell, but on Halloween it's like they decided to just almost unleash snow on us, and then it'll go back to just being really hot. Like I'm talking about 90s, 100s degrees all the way until Christmas.
Thanksgiving was 80 degrees this year. Christmas was 70 degrees this year. Like, it was ridiculous.
And then we get our winter in February. That's almost every
year.
Right
at the beginning. And right at the end of January, beginning of February, we get hit.
Just like snow.
Yeah.
Well, snow.
This is what we got. I'd say we probably got like
we got
3 inches. Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
No, I was impressed. It lasted for a day. I still saw snow this morning when I went to work. So
there are patches that have been just stuck in the shade for a week. Yeah. They're just still frozen. So I was surprised to walk out in 65-degree weather and see ice on some of the apartment buildings. I was like, oh wow, that's kind of funny. Texas, man, it is wild out here. Yeah, but so. Your workout's been put on hold since my back's been out.
My workout's been put. I think actually since your back went out, I may have worked out once, and that was it. But no, I used it mostly to get caught up on a lot of stuff.
You're the busiest person I've ever met in my life, so I don't blame you at all, man, at all. She never stops, never stops running, always working, always doing something. How do you like just pass out at night?
Yeah, actually, at this point in my life now, I attribute it to me being in my 30s, but now that I think about it might be just because I'm exhausted
all the time. Yeah.
No, as soon as 10 o'clock hits, I'm pretty much dead.
Crashed. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, see, I think I need to get a little bit busier because it's 2 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I'd love to sleep at some point in time.
That's the recipe. If you're having insomnia, in my experience, if you're having insomnia, or if you're you're getting, or at least again, my experience only, guys, if I'm getting depressed, I need another job.
Right.
Or I need to do something. I need an activity, a hobby, a project. I need something. So
projects and hobbies of what I've been kind of going towards lately.
Good.
I feel like since I turned 18, my whole life has been job oriented. Mm-hmm. And I never wanted that in life. So I'm confused when that spark went off and I just became all about my job. When it's not who I am, it's not who I want to be. So now I'm just kind of taking a step back and I'm like, okay, what if I'm not all about a job? What if I'm about things that I enjoy doing, not just things that I feel like I need to do?
Yeah, you need a job for income and you should get a job that can actually pay the bills, yes. But if you have the ability, which you do when you're young, to get a second job that is just about, and it doesn't even have to be a job, volunteering. It could be
an internship somewhere.
Yeah, anything, just to learn a little skill or to have fun.
Right.
Because if you start having fun at doing something that people consider work, then you're getting paid to do something you like, right? So, Again, we're back to, I think it was episode 2 or 3 where I'm like, it's all about your perception.
Yeah, so that's all about how you look at it.
Having fun, because that's how I felt. Now I hate bartending. When I first decided to take the stupid cashier position at Fuzzy's just because I needed a spare job to take care of my ex's part of the rent. I looked at bartending and I was like, oh, that would be an awesome way to make money because I already throw parties all the time.
And you would learn a new skill.
Yeah, that's basically throwing a party in a restaurant. And people are paying you for it.
Yeah. Right.
So it's just like...
I love, When I first started bartending, I was like, oh, this is not too bad of a gig. Yeah, you meet some pretty cool people. You make some pretty decent money, so...
Yeah, that was one that was really lucky. That's when... Actually, I think bartending kind of made me realize that, oh, wow, I can have fun while I'm at work. It's
right.
not always,
right. It's not just work.
Exactly. It turned into work after that, because then I hated bartending.
Right.
But
yeah, because then you have to go to work and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to be social.
Yeah.
I have to talk to these people. Oh, I hope so-and-so doesn't come in today. The regulars that you have to give all of your attention to.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. I will say it's so much more satisfying doing bartending when you want to versus doing it for 40 hours a week. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Very much so.
Yeah.
I don't know why we went on that tangent. Were we talking about resolutions still?
Yes, we were talking about that because I was going back to school. Needed the job to be able to go back to school. Yeah, we're doing great. Oh, that was it. My sweatshirt. Before I forget, y'all, I got to give a shout out to my baby sister. I just visited her in college just this last weekend. And it's her freshman year at Louisiana Tech. And she plays basketball there. Full ride scholarship, by the way. I am such a proud big sister. And their mascot is the Lady Texters. And so she made a sweatshirt for my dad. Lady Texters number 33.
Love it.
Didn't realize until after she received it in the mail that there's an extra E thrown in there.
So, was it a typo that she did?
So she has to go, you go onto the site of the sweatshirts and you type in what you want on the sweatshirt.
Love
you type in, all of it, and then they print it and send it to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So I said, dibs, I want the Lady Techisters, and I will wear this to every single one of her games from now on.
Love it.
Proud that my college education level sister misspelled her own mascot.
So proud, Mackenzie. So proud.
It's so good. I love you so much, Kinsey. You're doing great.
That's an awesome number. That was my number as well.
Hey, that was my number. They called it double the threes.
Oh, double the threes?
Yeah, 33. Double the threes. I was a shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, okay. Understood. Just got ding. Okay.
Yeah, high school I moved from post to shooting guard, which I got to score more points, so I was happy about that.
That makes sense. So everyone else was a little bit taller than you?
No, I just was a better shot than everybody else on my team.
So you were like a 3.
Yeah, I was a 3 and then versatile to a 4.
Okay.
There was other girls that were a 5 on my team. So I wasn't the tallest, but I was a taller.
Yeah. No, I was never allowed to be a 5. There was no way.
But you were still a 4, and I don't understand how you were a 4, so.
Big bone.
Oh, man, that's good. That's good.
Today, guys, we're talking about our Dykons, so the lesbians, the loves of our lives, the people who we looked after, or the people who made us realize that it's okay to be gay. So
proud, out and proud is the big one for the lesbians, I feel like.
So when you were young, do you have any that was influential to you? Did you have anything that was let's start. Was there anyone who made you realize that you were gay when you were younger? No, that was something that didn't happen till way later.
I definitely had moments where I would watch TV shows and I would kind of question it, but to the point where I didn't know it was me having a crush on them. I was just like, oh wow, they seem really cool. I wish I could be friends with them in real life. It was an envious, I need to know them
I
feeling.
Need to know them.
Yes,
I understand that.
It was that feeling because I was. No, of course I'm not gay. No. 10-year-old me? No way. See Emily Osment on Hannah Montana. I'm like, oh, she's so cool, but no, I'm not attracted to her. What? No, but yeah, I was looking back on it now. But since that being said, being so in the closet growing up that I didn't allow myself to have any idols or Dykons in my life to look up to.
Yeah, because your generation, I say, was actually more out and proud. So there was nobody that was like.
Yeah, no, we had same-sex couples in my high school. That was a normal thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any, TV episodes or anything where there was someone, a gay girl that was portrayed at all? No, that was still not.
No, because I watched Disney Channel. I watched Disney Channel and SpongeBob. That's what I watched growing up. It was very.
Hey, yo, I understand.
That was it.
Disney Channel was a shit for me.
Yeah, no. So 13, Disney Channel did. Yeah. They only just recently started showing same sex on Disney Channel.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
They had a show. I may be mistaken, so don't quote me on it. But they had a show a couple years ago where they had, I can't remember if it was a lesbian or if it was a gay man on the show.
I have no idea.
Oh, I'm tapping again.
No, that wasn't Disney that did Glee, did they?
No.
Oh, damn it. Okay, yeah.
Definitely was not Disney that did
Glee. I have no idea. Again,
Glee. Ow. And MTV was actually kind of that was high school. That was high school age though.
Yeah, MTV was high school for me too.
Yeah, so that was when I first started seeing lesbian relationships on TV.
Oh, where?
a movie. I couldn't tell you movies like 3 a.m. MTV movies. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, 3 a.m. MTV movies. Or I remember watching Degrassi. And that just, whole show is just so much. Like, I couldn't tell you anything about that show to this day because it was so much other than, like, I just felt things for characters in that show. That and the show Awkward. Did you ever watch Awkward?
No.
The main girl in Awkward, I was like, she's kind of cool. That was always my thing. She's cool. Like, I want to be friends with her. I want to know her. She's cool. No, I have a crush. I just didn't want to say that word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. But like, what about you growing up? Like, I was more in the closet. I didn't want to acknowledge that.
I was in the closet too, horribly. Really? But I always knew that they were like, I knew differently than you. Like, I was in the closet. I didn't want to have these feelings, but I recognized these feelings. So, I started really, really knowing that I really liked women, especially when I started seeing Destiny's Child. So yeah,
that's your earliest.
Oh yeah, no, that was the girl crushes as far as lesbians, but celebrities. Those three, yeah. I saw Survivor with a little not cargo bikinis, camo bikinis, and with all that, all the dancing, and Destiny's Child just did it for me. I was very much into them, very much mesmerized, very much, Just can't take your eyes away. Can't figure out why either.
No,
not at all. And don't get me wrong. I mean, there were other people too that I was attracted to in that way. Back then, when I was growing up, it was Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. So the little tiny crop tops with the belly showing.
Oh yeah, that's the late 90s, early 2000s.
Very much.
Yeah, I got the back end of that growing up.
Okay. Yeah. So they definitely crushes. But there was also people that I saw that they played a role that I wish I played. So in my case would be like Michelle Rodriguez. She could actually be considered a Dykon because I'm pretty sure she's bisexual. I know she's with a woman right now. But every role she played in, even when she was in Fast and Furious and she was the main guy's girlfriend.
Right.
Like, she played the normal women role of the girlfriend, right?
She was still a badass.
She still didn't take shit from nobody.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. So I love her. Big fan. And then growing up, the only person that was ever out when I was growing up was Ellen. Because Michelle Rodriguez, that wasn't headlines. No one else. Was there? There might have been a couple. Yeah, no. No one that I can think of just off the top of my head that even resembled a tomboy. Although anytime there was a tomboy in any type of show, Disney Channel movie, because a lot of times they would have that one tomboy
they would have
girl,
the tomboy, yeah.
Right, who it was a whole bunch of guy friends, and then there was the one girl who fit in with the guys, and usually one of the guys had a crush on her.
And then, she had to go through a whole transformation. And
and she let down her hat, and the long hair
took off the glasses.
And
put on a dress for the first time.
You keep those glasses on.
You're hot. Yeah. Keep the hat on. I want to see the jacket and the sweatpants. Like, the dress is good too, but like, I need to see the tomboy of it.
So those are the people that I would look at, and I would be like, that's who I wish that's who I want to be.
Right.
But that was, as far as being young, Ellen was the only one that I knew that was actually gay.
Right. Like it was very bold, could have been tattooed on her forehead. Like she made it
came out.
Like she was very proud. And I thought, like, I remember seeing that and I was just like, like just shocked, like absolutely. Like I think I went numb for her. I was like, oh, what? Like you said, you did what? Like, it was a lot. Like even for me to just witness someone else.
Yeah, and she's a butch woman too, which is crazy.
Right.
Which, again, she had her own talk show, and it was just So I know she's going through some flack, and she's said some things, and she's done some things, and I get that. But she still paved the way for a lot of us. So I got to give her some props. But so when discussing this, Lindsay was saying she only has 2 Dykons that she can think of. So
I have to tell you why, though. I have to give my excuse. Growing up, I was very much so school and basketball oriented. That was it. That is all I had time for in my life. And because I was so basketball oriented, they made it very aware of the dangers of social media. how they've seen athletes lose their careers by being stupid on social media.
Yeah, of course.
So I was such an anxious child. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so evil. I'm not ever going to use it. So I never had any social media growing up. I didn't really watch TV outside of Disney Channel. So I was very unaware of like just current events going on and like people living lives outside of my own. So like I just wasn't ever really aware of any Dykons all the way up until senior year when I started getting to introduced into it a little bit more. And then the only two that I really like clung to were Kalani, the singer. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
And then Ruby Rose, man.
Of course.
Ruby Rose. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ruby Rose.
She's a Dykon for sure.
Okay,
for
okay.
sure.
So would that have been an influence? Because you talked to me about how
yes,
how
her
the video.
It's called I think she called it "Break Free" or something like that. It was her like it was like a transition video where she bandages up her top, and then she has she's packing, you could say. Yeah, she's packing, and you know she just has this whole like breakthrough moment of just being comfortable being who she is and just kind of like don't care about nobody else. Like you don't get to judge me you don't judge me based on how I act or who I am or anything like that. And so when I saw that video, I was just like, wow, like that's how I want to live my life.
Hey.
Like that'd be like to cut my hair, to wear the backwards hat, like all of that. And I cut my hair and I wear the backwards hat. I'm not packing, but
for all of those who are at home and are just listening to this one, Lindsay said packing. She literally made her hands as if she was packing a shotgun from her trousers. And
I had to make sure that we know what's going on, right? Okay. Packing.
Love it. Yeah. No, I will say I've seen that video like once or twice, not that many, but it was very powerful. It was a really good video.
Oh no, I watched it once. I couldn't allow myself to watch it more than that because it gave me so many feelings.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
So I was like, let's not watch that ever again.
Love it.
And then I started getting introduced to Kalani's music, and she was the first like singer that I knew. Like she was a female singer, and she sang about dating girls. She sang about having sex with girls. Like you always hear like straight songs, like everything is always about a man and a woman in songs. She was the first person that I heard that wasn't that, and I was just like, I'm learning how to eat a girl out from Kalani's song right now. Like it's just blowing my mind. Yeah, like these were.
I need to listen to Kalani, guys. I'm getting a little
She dates
old.
Like all the way back like 2015. I think is when she first started coming around.
Okay.
Like,
yeah. That's so new for me, and I love it. I love that we're getting to this age where we can talk about those song lyrics, and that's like a thing.
I remember.
The first time I ever saw that was with Halsey, which was very recent in my opinion. Was a couple years ago where you saw her. You saw her basically admitting her bisexuality, and not in just like I want a threesome type of way.
No,
but this is a relationship. This is
I'm in love with this person.
Exactly. Yes. Loved it. So big fan. I would say Halsey is definitely a Dykon.
Halsey's gotten me through the worst breakup of my life.
Halsey's gotten everyone through a breakup. I mean, Bad at Love in general. Like I love her music. I could listen to it all day. I got introduced through Sam. Sam was a bit. I ended up buying Sam like 2 or 3 of her CDs just because. It was a big
what's the other one? Without Me.
Like so
like
good.
I'm the one who put you up there, and you think
That's
you
true.
can. Oh man, like I listened and blasted that. Yeah,
that was like reality or something. That was based on
like something that actually happened to her.
Love it. I will say one of my favorite Halsey songs is not even one of hers. She did a cover of Justin Bieber's. You can go and love yourself. Love yourself. Whatever. Love that cover. She does it better than him all day.
She does a lot of things better than a lot of people every day. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of Halsey. You go, bitch, if you're out there. I got you.
Yeah, man. A Halsey concert would be nice to go to.
Oh yeah, no, I had tickets. Before the pandemic hit. We were 2 months away. And then the pandemic hit. And of course, it got postponed. So I was like, okay, fine. So 2021 came along. I was looking forward because I got them for my fiance. They were supposed to be like the epic 5-year anniversary, type gift. And then, yeah, so we waited another year, and then she canceled it because she got pregnant.
That's okay, though, because she's...
Yeah, no,
like,
I would
the
love
baby,
to go see her.
everything, yes, yeah.
I'll have to go see her. I would, yeah. If that will be my first concert back after COVID, I'll be very happy. So we'll see. Because apparently she's coming in July, is what a friend of ours was saying.
She is with the Marias?
Yeah, I have no idea who those are.
Issa knows who
I caught that the other day.
So, is that one of the things that you remember from the other day?
One of the few things I remember, yes.
Yeah, so, so if Issa knows her, and then I know she knows Halsey, too, that sounds like a good thing for me, yeah.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it. It's going to be a fun concert. All right, so
I did mine, too. You said Halsey. What's another
one? I think that's two. More than two.
I'm trying to go, because recently, I guess you could say, like, the L word.
Okay.
Because I know we both have those in common, but like, no one that I've like really looked up to since high school. Those like the only two.
So okay, what about like roles though? What about if you were to pick like a role? I'm trying to think because I'm having trouble thinking of a role that really resonated. Like a
buttery role, or
I'm kidding. You'd be a great dad.
Yeah, roles. I know. I've been practicing. He's been making fun of me because like I've been, I'm the handyman now, so I help put the beds together. I set up the washer and dryer by myself. So I go to fix a problem, and then I stand back, and I'm like, looking at it, and she's like, "You're such a dad." Like, already. I don't even know I'm doing it. Hands on my hip and scratching my head, like, yeah, maybe that'll work. I think so. Yeah.
Fast forward in 20 years, guys, she's going to be spackling drywall. Just give it time.
It's going to be good. It's going to be
give
good.
It time.
We'll see. That's a lot.
Okay. So I guess before we get into the L word, the only other people that because other than Ellen,
who's high school Denise crushing on, like, so lesbian wise?
So lesbian wise, it would have been Michelle Rodriguez. And I wasn't really crushing her. I just wanted to really be like her.
Mm-hmm.
Back in high school, Sierra. We're gonna go like Femi wise. Have you seen? That might be before your time. Do you know who Sierra is?
Sierra.
Have you seen Like a Boy?
No.
All right, guys. So y'all are gonna watch her reaction. We gotta get this out of the way.
She's just really pulling it up.
Yeah.
She waited like she let me wait like 2 weeks after bringing up how I haven't watched the L word before she forced me to watch the L word. So this is like even less time.
No, we have to educate. We have to educate, guys. If you're an older gay, you have to educate the youngins. If she hasn't watched Milk, that'll be next. Please tell me you've watched Milk. Oh my God. All right,
we might have to do a video with just me reacting to different like lesbian videos that I don't know.
I used to have debates with my we would get all together after Sue Ellen's or whatever, and we would watch this and be like, all right, boy Sierra or girl Sierra?
You can't get both?
Yeah, high school. So yeah, Sierra like a boy. So those were big things. And then when I got really farther in high school, I want to say senior year is when I got into the L word. That's when L word became a huge deal in my life. But before that, I did have some icons that I didn't know were gay that I gravitated towards, that I really liked, and then found out they were gay later, like Missy Elliot.
Okay.
So Missy Elliott's one of my, I loved her music, big fan.
And then you find out.
Yeah, because all her lyrics were very much catered towards men, right? She would say things.
You gotta sell albums.
You gotta sell albums, right? But she never dressed that way. Like, she never dressed girly. She always had the hats, or she always had the, the more masculine, the baggy clothes. Mm-hmm. Like, I loved it. So, yeah, I looked up to her. And then found out later, probably about 5 years ago is when I found out that Missy was actually gay. And I was shocked.
Wow.
I was like, no wonder.
Wow.
No wonder. I was, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, That's good.
But yeah, then L word came along, and L word pretty much crushed any other icon.
Right.
Icon that I had.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Like, I remember when I first started watching L word. If you guys can't tell, you might want to watch L word in order to keep up with this podcast here.
Because we do reference
it quite a bit.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Especially if you're younger and it's hard to get through. I know it's hard to get through, and I'm sorry. Just get episode 3.
It took me 2 full episodes, and by episode 3, I was watching it willingly.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit dated. It's early 2000s. I love the fashion, personally. It's good.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh,
it's good. It's good. We're bringing it back. We're going to bring back the early 2000s.
Well, speaking of fashion, young Lindsay, is there anyone that influenced you as far as like your, like who you wanted to, I guess,
dress like?
Yeah, dress like.
For some reason, I was always really, I really liked like the athletic or even like skater boy clothes.
Okay.
So like I couldn't name a like a Dykon that had that style, but like I would just see like random pictures on the internet. Like I was one to Google like lesbian clothes or like how to dress gay. Like I was that kid that kind of that private search on, and I
love it. Yeah.
I searched that, so I kind of got like a feel, like especially in high school whenever I was, you know, kind of branching out just a little bit more. Like I
didn't have that. So what did gay fashion or something? What was it? Just skater? Like what did it look like?
It was a lot. It's I wish I could like suppose I could pull some, like I would go to Pinterest. So like I'll show you it. Like we could pull up on Pinterest, and we can put, if you guys are watching on YouTube, we'll put some little screenshots up of some of the things that I find. But so you just type in lesbian fashion. And like you can even tomboy. So I would search tomboy clothes all the time, and then you go through, and then it's just a lot of, it's usually tighter clothes, but like the button ups. You get a lot of tie up tennis shoes, ankle showers, like pantsuits, a lot of short haircuts. So like I just never understood why I was always like, you know, I want my hair cut when I'm growing up or when I grow up. It was always a thing that if I made it to college basketball, or even if I made it, like my dream when I was growing up was WNBA, right?
Okay.
If I made it to the WNBA, I was going to cut my hair off because I was so tired of the ponytail, of having to like
you had a very long ponytail.
Yes, man, all throughout school too. So I was just so tired of it getting knotted or having to like all worried about all the hair in my face. So I was like, if I make it to WNBA, I'm gonna shave my head.
So okay, since you were in WNBA, there was no athletes that were gay that you looked up to? Because that wasn't my thing.
No, and I'm trying to think about it, but like, I just watched the games. I never like followed them personally.
Okay, understood that.
Yeah, because I didn't have any social media, so like I watched the game, and that was it. That's all I ever knew about these players was what the announcers said.
Good old Lindsay, guys.
Yeah, I was a
hiding under a rock this whole
very
time.
Very good child. So underneath the rock. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. So like looking back on it, you know, there's no like. I'd say I think I found my own fashion just from, I guess, like, because I was never attracted to boys, but I couldn't figure out why, like, I liked looking at certain boys more than other boys. But I think I realized it was because of their fashion, like what they were wearing. And I was like, oh, like, I would wear that. Like, I wish I could look like that.
Understood.
So that's what it was. And then once I realized that, I was like, oh, I just need to find that fashion. So yeah, tomboy clothes was like my biggest search growing up. Like, how's a tomboy dress?
I don't think I ever searched that, which is, interesting. Like,
I was also not confident in my style growing up at all. I was so uncomfortable in all the clothes that I wore.
Oh, yeah.
So like, that was a constant thought in my head, was just wearing clothes that I'm comfortable in.
I will say, when I saw, especially the men in movies and their roles, that I had the same feeling where I would look at them and I would be like, I wish I could pull off that leather jacket. Yeah. Or, man,
I'm pretty sure the only reason I downloaded Pinterest back in high school was to look at lesbian fashion. That is the only reason. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I found my fashion sense, my what I wanted to look like, you know, different ideas like that. It wasn't ever based on like a person, all the way up until, you know, the L Word. And then I remember when I first started watching the L Word, you told me there's this character named Shane.
Yeah.
She said all the femmes want to be with her and all the butches want to be her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't get it. But I'm like, oh wow, I get it. Especially now watching it a second time now. And I'm just like, I need her confidence. Yes. She is so confident.
Completely.
And what does Alice say? It's the nipple confidence.
Just references. Shane had the look that I wish I could pull off, but I am just not that skinny. But yeah, if it yeah,
she is skin and bone.
Skin and bone. She's scrawny. Even Kate Minnig is actually the actress that plays that character, and in real life, she's actually a lesbian as well. Married to a woman. She's married.
She's 100-footer.
She didn't come out that way though.
Really?
Yeah. For the longest time, it was driving us lesbians crazy. Because
was she in the closet for the show?
She wouldn't release her sexuality. Like she wouldn't release her preferences at all. So for the longest time, we just assumed bisexual, because she did date a guy at some point. I think I want to say yes, or it was rumored that she was dating a guy.
Tabloid.
Yeah, probably. And then I didn't find out until a couple of years ago that she was married, and she's finally married, and
good for her.
All that stuff. And so she. Thank goodness we claimed that one,
because I was shaky for a while.
I was looking at it and I was like, "There's no way." But I mean, it is a character. She might have been.
She could have been just been playing a character. Yeah, so. But man, what a character! Like, if for those who haven't seen the L Word, like Shane is like your fuckboy in the lesbian world. Like she just gets all the girls just by a look.
The Casanova, yeah.
Yeah,
very much
for sure.
Yeah, but no, Shane, I will say, gave me a little bit of confidence when it came to going more in the butch style and wearing my rings, because that was something I've always been into, is jewelry. I think because of my uncle, but it was just never accepted by anyone that I was around. Like, I would actually get made fun of my hats and my rings.
Really?
Yeah. It was not accepted at first. All the friends that we mutually have now, and Jazzy and everything, they were not a fan of
different
transition for
and it's funny because this is the only Denise I know.
Yeah, I bet if I
think I knew her for like at least 6 months before I ever saw her without a hat.
Oh, how
I
funny.
never saw what the top of Denise's head looked like.
She
was always wearing a hat. Always wearing a hat. Yeah.
I like my hats. I've always liked my hats. Even when I was younger, I used to wear. My mom used to call it the pea hat. I don't know why, but it was it was such a 90s hat. But it was the hat with the rim. Oh yes. Yes, I had one of those. I sure did.
I'm going to need a picture someday. Don't worry, guys. I will get you that picture. I will get you a picture of that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I would say Shane is a big Dykon, just in general. Big for everybody. If you watch the L Word, I'm sure she's gotten attacked once or twice before in a line, and then.
Actually, I wanted to bring this up. I don't know if this might be a little bit off topic, but like, since this is now the second time I'm going back and watching the L Word, especially in the earlier seasons, I noticed a lot of biphobic comments.
Oh yeah. Oh, spoiler alert, guys. But yeah, no. For some reason, I don't know why, in our community, biphobia is a thing.
Yeah,
like it's and transphobia.
Because I even remember you talking about that in episode 3. How a lot of like strong lesbian women.
So now you're seeing them make fun of Alice way too much.
Yes, and it's not so much now at the end, but now especially they completely ostracized Tina.
Oh, for being bisexual as well and going back to a man.
Yep.
Yes, no,
completely ostracized her.
That's a thing, and I don't understand why. If I think of all of the lesbian friends we have, if one of you decided to go to a man, I don't think I would care. Actually, that's happened before.
Well, like,
that's happened before. Alana went to a guy for just a tiny bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
no one cared.
Yeah,
no one cared.
I just like, you know how hard it is to be who you are, like how hard it is to come out. Why would you put someone else in that position?
Exactly.
Why would you belittle somebody else for being who they are when you go through the same thing?
Oh man.
Yeah. All right, anyway, that was way off topic. I just remembered that because that blew my mind going back and watching it this time.
The amount of prejudice in the gay community never made sense to me. Like, because we're already a tiny community,
right? And we already had to, go through so much
exactly
to get
be
comfortable.
Who you are, bitch.
Right?
You want. Doesn't matter.
Why does it matter?
Yeah, if you like dick and you like pussy, who cares?
Who cares? Best of both worlds, right? Is that what it is?
No, actually, this is getting might not age well. But I do believe that I think, that's, bisexuality is the or I get not even bisexual, I guess it would be pansexual is the way it should be. You
fluid,
fluid. You should date someone for the person and not
for the body parts they have or for what they look like.
I say this and I have a preference. I can't date a guy, but
I was gonna say I can't do the penis,
but I do admire the people who are pansexual. Yes, very much so. I think that's kind of up there with
new age for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. Well, hopefully that statement ages well for you.
But yeah, so you're new now that you've seen the L Word. Do you have any favorite Dykons? Because I would consider anyone who is cast in the L Word as a Dykon, even if they're straight.
So I know going back on it, I don't know any of the actual names. I only know character names.
Okay. Yeah.
So you feel free to plug in real life names. Going back in first time I watched it, Carmen was a huge
Sarah Shahi. I think that's how you say her name. Yeah, that's my wife, guys.
That is wow.
Yeah, babe, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
You already claimed.
It takes priority.
You notice how she said that super quiet? I really hope the mic picked that up.
Yeah, no, she was my first love. Wow. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Miss Carmen.
Yeah, but I don't know, going back and watch it now, I think she's, maybe it's just because she has a lot of culture in her family, but she's a lot. She's a kind of a firehead. She does things out of anger. So I don't think maybe it was her character that I wasn't too fond of. I as much as Bet's personal choices I don't agree with as much. I think that she is a badass. Just business wise, I'm stuck to the part where she's just now starting her new job. She walks in day one and immediately takes control of the entire setting. She is made known as the dean of this.
She's alpha.
This school. Yeah, no, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. So I think she's a good person to look up to, even just career wise. She is an out and proud lesbian and she will be your boss, and she does not she doesn't get to say you don't get to say any shit to her because she won't take it. Mm-hmm. So I think she's a big one for me this season. Okay. Where personal romantic choices can't stand her. But business wise career goal set.
I am blanking on her real name, which is really unfortunate because she's extremely famous. She was the most famous one. No, that's not true. She was one of two most famous people on that show.
Who's the other one?
Kit, her sister.
Really?
Her sister was the most famous person on that show. The fact that they got, God, I am blanking on both of their names now.
The girl, what was the lady? This lady from Glee was on there too. Jamie Lee Curtis. Is that her name? That's not her. I'm lying. No. That's the other one who looks like her.
But Jane Goodall? No, not Jane Goodall. Guys, we're looking it up. So Bet's real name, her actual name is Jennifer Beals. So Jennifer Beals, I don't know, I'm sure I've told you this, but she was famous for Flashdance. So that big...
For what dance?
You know that iconic scene that they play in all the movies, or you see in memes or anything, where it's this girl and then she ends up, shit, I might get this wrong, but she's dancing on the table, for some type of audition, and I'm pretty sure it's the one where she pulls water down and then it splashes.
Okay, I've never seen the actual scene, but I know it's an iconic moment.
Yeah, it was a Flashdance that Jennifer Beals did, guys. I'm gonna get this wrong. I feel it. But American actress. She made her debut in My Bodyguard. Flashdance. Yeah, Flashdance. That's what she was known for. She was the star.
Interesting.
So she was one of the hugest names on the L Word. Huge.
Right.
And then the other one, his sister, Pam Grier. Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Was huge, and she was Foxy Brown. That's how everyone knows her. So have you ever heard that reference, Foxy Brown? That was the Pam Grier. Have you ever seen Kit when she was younger? Oh, be prepared to Foxy.
Oh, wow.
Foxy Brown.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. Miss Pam Grier.
Jennifer Beals was the only actress. I didn't know her name, but she was the only actress that I'd seen prior to watching L Word. Have you ever seen the movie Catch That Kid?
Oh, was she like a mom or something?
She was the mom in that. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you knew her.
That's how I knew her.
Okay.
Other than that, Kristen Stewart's in that movie, and that was one of the ones that I watched younger, growing up, where I was like, ooh, I like her character. Like, I want to be her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, Kristen Stewart is I would consider her a Dykon because I knew she was gay the whole time.
There's no way.
But just like Elliot Page.
I'm telling you, you have to watch Catch That Kid because like it's kind of like smack you in the face where like, 'cause she's a rock climber and everything. Like it's
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have seen it now that you mention it.
I think they robbed the bank. It was Corbin Blue.
I think so, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay.
Mm-hmm. I watched that all the time growing up. All the time.
No, she wasn't gay, guys.
No, not at all. What? And I'm also like a rock climber now too, so look at that.
Used to be.
We're
just got injured.
Yeah, so it's okay. You have
get back there.
If you're doing something, you get injured doing it, like you still did it. Like I'm still a rock climber. I'm just recovering rock climber.
True.
Currently.
Okay, recovering rock
Hey,
climber.
give me that patch. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it.
But yeah, actually, out of the L word, so yeah, Pam Grier and Jennifer Beals are the most famous ones.
Mm-hmm.
Kate was bisexual that we knew of. We knew something, but she never admitted it. The other was only 2 women out of that entire cast that actually was gay. And that would be, the first one would be Alicia Haley. Haley, Alice. For those
Alice.
Of you
I was like, I gotta look and see who she's talking about.
Yeah, Alice of the L word, which is funny because she plays the bisexual.
Right, she plays the only not fully lesbian person in the show.
She was the only fully lesbian in the show.
That's amazing.
Completely out. She was a lesbian at that point too. She has a band, so that's how she got her start.
Oh.
She has a band called Her.
Her.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's not bad.
Yeah, she just happened to decide to do an acting something and ended up getting the L word.
Nice.
She was supposed to play Shane, actually.
I do remember you telling me that. I do like who they had playing Shane.
Yes. I think it worked out very well. Yeah. So she was the only gay one, and the other one that would be in the LGBT community and was also kind of a Dykon because she had one of the first lesbian movies that actually came out that were like mainstream, and it was Tina's character, which is Laurel Holloman. Sorry,
really?
Tina.
I thought Jennifer Beals was gay.
Jennifer Beals is, and ironically, Jennifer Beals is almost exactly opposite of that.
I believe
in
it.
real life. Yeah, she's very calm and tranquil.
Yeah,
loves to meditate,
and she plays like, it's funny because she's not a lesbian in real life, but she plays one of the most hardcore lesbians in the show.
Yes, activist and everything.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it has a lot of love scenes, I will say. So for a straight girl, good job, Miss Beals.
She played it pretty well. Yeah. I believed it.
Yeah.
I believed it.
Yeah, I think I remember them saying that was like their first scene on the L word was a love scene. Done. Let's get it.
Let's just go ahead and get all of it out in the open right in the beginning.
Let's get you guys comfortable now. Right.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, those girls were definitely part of my Dykons when I was young. I was growing up. I didn't meet Carmen at first, so mine was immediately just the 3 that are in Gen Q now. Sharon, Alice, and Bet. But yeah, those were big ones. And then yeah, later down the line, there was people that I found out that were gay later on that I was really excited about, like Queen Latifah. I didn't find out Queen Latifah was lesbian until probably 2 years ago, guys. I know I'm a little late on that one.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I even knew that.
I did not. Because she always dresses kind of feminine.
Yeah.
And things like that.
And
she always plays the cool role in any movie.
That is true.
Like, it's never,
That is true. I mean, that's even pull back to our last episode where it talks about how it's unfortunately really hard to tell if femme women are lesbian or not.
True.
That is unfortunate, but that's how it is.
So you never watched like That's So Raven, or you were
I
never
did.
into? So I never know.
No, I loved the attitude in the show. All of it was amazing to me. But like, that wasn't my favorite show to watch. I watched Hannah Montana. I watched Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Okay.
Kim Possible. Oh man, Kim Possible. If you could have a crush on a cartoon, what's the evil girl's name? It's like Shigo. That's what it is. Shigo.
Oh yeah, you did not.
So for watching Kim Possible growing up, like Shigo, the villain in that show, man, she had the curves in the hips. She had the attitude. She didn't take shit from nobody.
It was his attitude. I see you.
Yeah. And so, like, I look back and I'm like, okay, the people that I, like, wanted to be friends with growing up, they all had attitude. They all didn't take crap from nobody. So I'm, like, looking at my personality now and I'm like, do I have attitude? Do I really not take shit from anybody? Like, and I'm like probably, yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah,
Good shit.
hey,
Yeah.
you are what you want to be, so.
Yeah. Was there, I mean, yeah. There were, other than Shane, because Shane was the only person that I saw that was semi-butch, and Michelle Rodriguez. Mm-hmm. She's the reason that I love the nice baggy pants. She always wore a sports bra, though, which I can't pull off, but she always did.
I think I've only ever worn a sports bra.
Nice. So nice. Well, no, I meant she wore only a sports bra and baggy pants. Like, there was no.
I thought you meant like
I only wear a sports bra.
Yeah, too, I was like, do you wear a bra, bro?
I do when I'm bartending. Unfortunately, you gotta put whatever.
See, that is one thing that you do that I can't.
Yeah,
I really
I'm so proud of you for that, though.
Like,
I do that because I am old, and I think that's what's expected of me. So I'm really when I see butches who are serving or bartending,
and then they're just obviously
it
a
makes
butch.
me, it makes me happy. So
you could do it too.
I could. I'm getting there. I now. Well, now it's easier at the stadium. We're in all black.
That's true.
And it's,
we all look the same anyways.
Yeah,
so it's probably my favorite uniform ever. It's just a black button-up shirt
and
some black sweats.
I'm just like I'm already comfy.
Yeah, like this is what I would wear. This is my normal clothing option.
So that one's easier. But yeah, no, it's always been hard because I like them tips. So milk some men off them tips. Then
see, I always get the tips by giving the men advice.
Nice.
Yeah, I've gotten the occasional like really drunk guy. So how do you eat a girl out? Like what's your advice?
I'm gonna have to leave that in.
I should have waited until you were done taking that drink to say that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh man.
I don't think I've gotten that. I don't think I've ever had to explain.
Oh yeah. I think maybe I just overserve people. I think
maybe
might be what it is because they get really open with me.
No, I mean people ask me how it looks like all the time. I would say
how it looks like.
Yeah, like I get asked the iconic question. So how do two women do it, right? Yeah,
yo, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna create audio tapes of all of Denise's impression voices. The last episode, you and your straight girl voice had me rolling. Yeah, so this and that, and then now your straight male voice is hilarious.
Just saying, yeah, they're idiots sometimes, especially if you get them drinking. I love you straight men, I really do. But still.
That could be a hoot, let me tell you.
Although to be honest, if I was a straight woman and I were to try to get advice about how to like give a blow job or how to, I would go to a gay guy. So I can understand
for sure.
How,
for sure. Yeah.
Like
I can see that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But have we mentioned Miss Rosie? Because I guess that was younger me as well. But that was before I even knew. Okay, so Rosie. Do you even know who Rosie is? Rosie O'Donnell.
I was gonna say Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Rosie O'Donnell was the first time where I ever saw, because Ellen, she came out, but when she came out, it wasn't as big. I wasn't part of that time. Like she came out, I think, I want to say late 90s or something like that. Right. It wasn't something I remember. And so she already had by the time I was growing up and these things were resonating, she had a talk show, she was established, she was gay, but she danced. Right. So that was her thing. Rosie had a talk show, I think before Ellen. And she was already, famous, had a talk show that I watched too, because it came on after school. So you come home. That was back before DVR. That was back before Netflix, guys. You had to watch what was on TV. You didn't get to choose. It was,
It was the same shows every time.
Every time.
Judge Judy was a big one that was always on after school. I watched multiple episodes of Judge Judy.
So Rosie was my thing. I watched Rosie. I watched her talk show. And then later on, she came out. And when she came out, not only did she come out, but I want to say a year or two later, she shaved her head. Right? She got the butch haircut.
Right.
And man, did the homophobia in my house come out.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Dyke was all over the all over my dad's mouth, which is funny because he has a gay daughter now. Or he had a gay daughter then. He just didn't know quite yet. Yeah, so Rosie was very iconic as far as the negativity that people, because you even see it on the tabloids. Like, she was getting made fun of. It was big thing that she cut her hair off. Like anyone else getting a haircut, no one cares. But
not at all. But if it comes with you also coming out, then it's a huge
just
deal.
Like Kristen Stewart, I think, had that issue as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
She sure did.
I'm actually really proud of where we are now.
It is, yeah. So it is very nice to see as many people out and proud as we have, and especially people who have such a influence on young people or just the general public. It's just nice to see them not be afraid to be who they are.
True. So. And we will get her to have more than 2 Dykons on the list.
We're getting there. I had more than 2. I said the L word cast. I just didn't know the names of any of them. We're working on it, guys.
She's getting there. She hasn't seen Generation Q yet.
No. I did get an Instagram as of 3-4 years ago, so that's still relatively new. So you got to give me a second to. That's true. Keep going forward with things.
It's ridiculous.
Oh man.
Anyway, all right. So, do you have your coming out story?
Yeah. And so, as you guys know, at the end of our episodes, we like to read 2 coming out stories. The one I received for this episode, actually, I hold pretty close to my heart. This is one of my friends that, gosh, we've been friends since 5th grade. We've been friends since 5th grade. We have your normal falling out, falling back into friendship that I feel like a lot of people go through throughout their ages in school and whatnot. But he's actually been through quite a bit in life, and I experienced some of it, and then I experienced some of it from afar. Just kind of kept an eye on his progress, and he sent me his coming out story, and it's the first time that I've actually fully heard his coming out story, even from us being friends for so long. So I'm actually really, really excited to share this story with you guys. So this is my friend Caden. This is his story. I have 2 parts of my coming out story. The first part begins with coming out as being a cis woman, liking girls. I was always bullied growing up, mainly because I was a tomboy at the time. I got made fun of for portraying this tomboy image. The reason behind me coming out to my close family was because of a girl I liked at the time, which looking back, I wish I would have came out differently and for a different reason. But overall, it has helped me grow. On one Friday in February, on the 13th, I believe. Yeah.
Friday 13th, babe. You right. Do it at any point, Friday 13th.
Get it. I was getting ready to send a text to those close to me. I actually broke down before my class because being ashamed of liking girls. This text included my dad, birth mom, stepmom, and brother. My birth mom was the first I told, and it went good at the time. She told me she already knew and not to tell my dad, but it was something that I just couldn't hide. I was scared because I knew my dad had his old ways. That day I sent the message to all of them saying that I was gay and that I hoped that they could accept it. My dad wasn't too fond of that and not too fond of who I dated after. I can relate.
Oh no, go ahead.
To keep this short, things would get physical with him and lead to me struggling even more with my mental health. Things continued the whole time while I was dating this girl in high school. Although coming out as liking girls was helpful in reaching who I was, it still felt off to me. I always felt like something was off. I wasn't the typical girly girl, and being a tomboy wasn't fitting either. I told people I dated and were friends with in high school, that I were friends with throughout high school, that I thought I might be trans, that I felt I was in the wrong body. The girl I dated was not supporting of it and made me put it in the back of my mind. Eventually, in December of 2017, I got the courage to come out as a trans man. It was hard coming out because my close family, besides my stepmom and stepsister, was not for it. I kind of knew of an idea of who would support and who wouldn't. Eventually, my dad saw how happy this made me once I started hormones in March of 2018 and began to support me. He even went with me on one of my post-op checkups on my top surgery in May 2019 and helped me pick my name that I go by today.
Hey,
yeah, so after everything that he went through with his dad still helped him pick his name.
That's badass.
It's amazing.
So he said that they actually got violent. Like they threw hands.
Like I said, I've known Caden since 5th grade, so him and his dad's relationship has never been safe, you could say.
Wow.
All the way up until within the last couple of years.
Beautiful. To
where he finally accepted Caden for who he is. He saw that Caden's happiness is what mattered most.
That is true.
That is it. That's it. Who cares what people think nowadays? As long as your child is happy, it's true. Not all that matters. Yeah.
Caden, it took my parents a long time to come around too.
Helped pick the name that I go by today. I no longer talk to my birth mom because of her not being supportive in her choices that she chose throughout my life. Although times were tough in the beginning, I found myself and learned to love myself for who I am. This has made me grow as a person more than anything I've encountered. Being myself has helped build relationships with those around me. I truly believe you have to go through hardship in order to find yourself.
That's right, babe.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. No. So Caden, that is definitely great. That's a story that I hold very dear to my heart right there, because I knew the first half of it. I was not in his life during his transition. It was one of the, I kind of you could say I Instagram stalked him from afar.
Aww.
I saw him go through his top surgery. I saw him go through his hormones. I saw his voice change. Like, he posted voice video updates, and like I saw all this from afar. But fun fact, Kate and I were so close in high school, you consider us best friends. The girl that he dated when he first came out, I then proceeded to date that same girl as well.
You broke
yes, so code. I broke the bro code, and I took full responsibility for it.
She went hoes before bros.
I did. Within 2 years ago at this point, I reached out to him and I apologized, and I just was like, I miss our friendship, man. And he was like, bro, like, you have nothing to apologize for. Like, I was never once mad at you about anything. Like, you could have reached out to me this whole time. He's like, I thought you just disappeared from the face of the earth. Damn. And so, yeah, we've been friends since. Again,
good shit.
So,
good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit. So wait, is the ex that he references that wasn't supportive, is that the same ex that you share? Really? Mm-hmm. No way.
Like, we both shared the same first girl. Like, she was both of our first girlfriends, and she was both of our first heartbreaks. Yeah. Yeah, you think I would have not dated her after seeing what happened with Caden?
Oh, you can't tell. Yeah,
no, that wasn't it. No, that wasn't it.
You gotta learn all your mistakes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the hard way.
Yeah,
trust me. So, sometimes multiple times. So yeah.
Yeah, so you can imagine we get along great now with all of the stories we get to share with each other.
Because
we dated the same girl for a while. Yeah.
I don't think I dated. No, I didn't date anyone that my friends dated. Oh shit, guys! Yeah, no, thank God, y'all didn't date anyone. Oh, then again,
like, to this day, Caden, I'm so sorry. Like, that was super shitty of me, and like, trust me, I regret it. Well, no, I can't say I regret it, because it has helped me make me to the person I am today. Yeah. I do feel bad about it, though.
Y'all both needed that stepping stone.
Yeah, was that a stepping stone?
She's gonna watch this at some point.
No, she's not. I doubt she would. Watch this.
See,
if it does, I hope it breaks her heart.
That's our next subscriber. Yeah, no, I've done the same thing. I can't hate on you for that. Actually, that's how I got my fiance now. Is one of my really good friends at the time was crushing on her, and I went for her anyway. So. No.
Oh yeah. Well, at least they hadn't already previously been in a relationship.
True.
Got the heart broken, and then I picked her up afterwards.
True. Yeah. No, yours is worse.
Yeah. Well, thanks for making me feel better. No, but thanks for sharing that one, Kate. And like I said, that really warmed my heart right there. I love reading that.
All right. So mine is from a good friend of mine as well, and I got to see them transition not transition. This is the wrong word. Transition is the right word, but I got to see her go from straight to bisexual to gay to butch.
Wow, what a little stepping stones right there.
Yeah, it was funny because I've seen a lot of my friends now go through seeing them semi-femme to then being gay to
then pushing forward into
then
the
shaving the head off, the hair off.
I feel like she's quoting somebody right now. I don't know. Do you need to add me next time, Denise?
All right, so this is my friend, my ex roomie. Like I said, I got to see her go from straight to gay to now being one of probably the most butchiest people I know. Hey. Yeah, shaved head and everything.
Nice.
So and married. She is happily married.
Woo!
So, got to attend her wedding. It was, I will say, my favorite weddings so far have been gay weddings. Like all,
I've been to 2. I've been to my dad's wedding, which, I mean, it was my dad's wedding, so I couldn't get too crazy.
True.
And then I've been to our friend's wedding, and I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, so much fun. I don't even remember having fun.
Yeah, guys. Yeah. If you're afraid to get married, don't. We have the best weddings.
Yeah, as lesbians, we know how to party, y'all. We really do. We throw it down.
Yes. It's great. You don't care what other people think when you live this lifestyle. Anyway.
That is very true.
All right. So this is my good friend, who's also, actually, I'm going to have to plug her. She's a musician as well. So I'll have to leave
we can tag a little bit of
her tag or something on there, because I used to go see her all the time, live music. God, I wish I could take you to go see her now, because that used to be our Sunday fun day type thing. Yeah, we would go to her bar. It was just her on an acoustic guitar, but I could listen to her all day.
Cool.
Anyway, all right.
I bet I got her the ladies right there.
Oh man! Before we go into it, so it started. It started off, she was straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did her straight thing. Then she moved in with me. That's how it started. She moved in with me. It was me and my bestie, and we just accumulated, really it was me who accumulated bums, right? Yeah. So I accumulate all the broken hearts, or all the, people who have lost their place to live,
second
or
chance
something.
Denise, right
second
here.
chance Denise. So she ended up moving in.
It's a good quality to have.
Maybe. But she ended up moving in. We were broke as fuck. And then I guess she was exploring her sexuality at this point. She ended up really crushing on a mutual friend of ours. I'll bleep it out. It's Angel. But really crushing on a mutual friend of ours. Got turned down.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately. But then from there started going on dates, on Tinder dates with girls, right?
Nice. Okay.
It was fresh.
Swiping through them real quick. Yeah.
Swiping through OkCupids, all those, that we were discussing last time. And then she had a ponytail. She wore a ponytail all the time. And then
sounds like me.
I know. I know.
I think I need to meet this Trish.
But I had the big ponytail, and before she decided to go butch, we used to go to karaoke, because it was one of the only things that we could do that was at the gay bar. It was Sue Ellen's. Mm-hmm. They did a karaoke night every Thursday. We were broke as hell. They did $7 pitchers at that time.
Right.
So it was perfect.
Nice
we were
and
like,
easy.
okay, let's go. Max, we'll have 2 pitchers. So that's a lot of beer each.
And that's $14.
That's $14. We good.
We're talking like 17 plus tip,
Yeah. We're done. But what ended up happening, because her voice was so amazing, she would go up and have karaoke, and it being at a gay bar, a lot of people were good at karaoke, right? There was the show tunes came out like crazy.
Oh man, I believe it.
Man.
Yeah, us gays like to sing.
We love
it's so
love
good
to sing. Boys,
it might be the confidence too.
Yeah, you'll take it. Yeah, or drama class. But anyway, she would kill it. She would kill it to the point that we would get pictures bought for us.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it was one of my favorite things to do on a Thursday, was take my friend karaoke. I was like, bro, it's okay. No, let's go. Come on. I need you. I need you. Free beer. Free beer. And she used to
just get up there and sing, and free beer for the rest of the night. That's it.
So often.
That's amazing.
Often, yeah. Just attest to it. Yeah. She was big on Adele, so that used to get us all the pictures.
Oh, the man in Adele has a powerful voice too, so if she can match that.
Oh yeah, no, that's her vocal range.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Nice. But still, really, really happy. All right, so this is Trish's coming out story. Miss Patricia Leanne. All right, so I think I actually talked to you about it when I first started dating women. My aunts had been together for most of my life, and my sister had already come out, which is true. Her sister came out before she did.
Okay.
And her sister is butch too. So her mother got 2 butch daughters. So then I also had an awesome group of friends. So it made things a lot easier for me. I never really said anything to anyone. I just started dating more. So it was really confirming what everyone already knew. I just started dating. More so, it was really confirming what everyone knew. I read that right. Okay. Anyway, the only struggle I had was telling my biological father because he's a Bible nut. Mm. I ended up chickening out and making a Facebook post saying, "So what if I'm gay?" His wife saw it and called me. She said she already knew, but that she didn't want my dad to find out like that, and I had to tell him over the phone.
I mean, honestly, though, like, I feel like her dad's wife had her best interest looking out for her. I don't think that's the way you should come out to family either. Like, maybe she was nervous about it, but I can't imagine being a parent and finding out
in social media
that way,
and
that your kid is trying to say something.
I could understand that. I wish they would. Yeah, I would like for them to come to me as well. But at the same time, being gay shouldn't be that big of a deal if you
shouldn't
say it on social media. But yeah, I can understand that point. All right, so so she had me tell him over the phone. My dad got on the phone and I told him everything. He also said he already knew. But then exactly what I was dreading, he goes, "I still love you, but you know what the Bible says. God doesn't accept it. It's not right. It's a sin." I really didn't talk to my dad anymore, except on major holidays and his birthday, and I did not allow him to be at my wedding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's her coming out story.
Wow.
Which is actually pretty common. I would say that's a normal coming out story for anyone, I guess, of our age in the 30s and of the South.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You don't just never really like say it necessarily. You just start living your life.
No, anyone who's religious. The only reason I came out was because I got caught and I knew it was going to end up happening.
I didn't even get the option.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
Still love you, Kinsey.
Do you think you would have came out eventually? Like if it weren't for...
Yeah, I think for sure I would have eventually would have came out, and like I probably wouldn't have run away from home. Like again, Kinsey, I'm not putting any of this on you. I was going through all of that of my own. If she does watch this, but like just life happened, and so things fell into the way that they fell into. But I think eventually that I would have came out. I think it would have been probably after high school, probably after I left for college. But then I also, like, we worry about the road not traveled. And I'm thinking, like, well, what if I never did come out? I would have moved away from this girl that I was seeing. And I would have gone to college somewhere. And what if I would have just went right back in the closet? Being on a college basketball team, like, I didn't want to be that person, that gay person. I didn't know how that was in college.
You're fighting it, yeah.
Yeah, so, thinking back on it, like, who knows what would have happened if my sister hadn't said what she said. So
okay, understood. Yeah. No, I mean, going back to Trish, very much a similar story. Yeah, she was fighting it the whole time because all of her friends could kind of tell.
Right.
You could, obviously.
Oh man, it was a daily question I got asked in high school, and like to the point where I was like, I was so tired of labels, and I was like, no, like I just like who I like. Like there's not gonna be a label.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
lesbian. That's exactly what and that's exactly how she is now. I think she wears some shirts that are just like, I'm gay, fuck it, or some shit like she, she's very much out and proud.
My first Pride I went to, the girl I was dating at the time got me a straight out of the closet shirt because I was very fresh out of the closet when I went to my first Pride. So
love it, yeah. Yeah, so that was one friend I got to see transition. That's awesome. Really awesome. Yeah, to see. She was fighting us at first. She was just like, no, I'm not gay. Not gay, not lesbian. And now, and then you got a wife.
Now I talk about watching Caden's transition from afar, and like I know the Caden that I grew up with was he didn't really smile much. He didn't speak his mind. He didn't go out to make friends, and like now he's like a social butterfly, and he's just so happy. I've never seen him smile so much.
It's crazy. I mean, that feeling of like you finally start wearing the clothes you like.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or you start actually living the life you really want. Yeah. Right. Yeah, because
it changes you. It actually changes you.
Yeah, so I'm happier, guys. I hope you guys are too.
And I think those were two really good stories for us to read today, just to show you guys, like it does get better whenever you do come out, and you do get to be yourself and happy, and no one's really gonna judge you for it. Yeah. And if they do, then they don't deserve to be in your life. That's it.
Right.
That's literally it.
Those who mind don't matter. Those who matter won't mind.
There you go. I like that one. All right. Well, I think that sums up our episode today then.
Yeah, guys. So if you got any value from this podcast, if you enjoyed what you hear, if you want to hear more, go ahead and please hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. Helps us out a lot.
And y'all comment down below on some Dykons or lesbians that y'all have. We'd love to hear about them. And then, as always, please, y'all send in your stories to us. You can leave them in the comments down below. Or if you want to stay anonymous, you can send them to our Gmail account, which is borngaypodcast@gmail.com. And then I'm going to say this every single episode. Denise will make fun of me, but we are the only 2 people that will read that email, guys. Your secret's going to be safe with us.
Yes. Yeah, tell us, how did you come out?
Please.
Were you younger? Were you older? Were you outed?
Was it a really loud coming out, or was it kind of like a soft spoken?
Did your parents catch a note in your jeans, which almost happened to me? Wow. Yeah. So, no, I played the note off. I was just like, no, Mom, I have no idea where that note came from. That's not mine.
Not me.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, tell us, please. So leave a comment down below. Tell us how you came out, or send us an email. Yeah, for sure. And we'll be here for you guys next week then. But on that, I'm Lindsay. I'm Denise.
And we're Born This Gay. We'll see y'all later.